And joining us in the studio to talk about how best the insecurity situation in the country can be curbed, I'm being joined by Mr. Dixon Osage, who is a security expert. Thank you so much, Mr. Dixon, for joining us.
Thank you, Jeffrey. How are you?
I'm very well. And you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
The situation of kidnapping, banditry, and other related crimes seems to be on the increase. The federal government has been speaking, experts have been talking, everybody has been giving their views on how best to curb this situation. So in your view, how best do we curb this situation?
It's a worrisome situation, and that is why we need to pay attention to international ratings. You know, Nigeria has been rated the 15th most dangerous country in the world and third most affected terrorism state in the country. In the world as well, after Afghanistan, Iraq, Nigeria is number 3. These are the reasons why Nigerians are getting those ranking, because of all these menace perpetrated by criminal elements. It's quite regrettable. We also heard about the killings of Funke, the incident in Cross River State. It's really on the high side. And we also heard the former president wrote the president a letter in order to curtail such situation. Letter writing will not curtail such situation. We need solutions. The government needs to adopt a proactive measures this time around. Our highway needs to be protected. They need to have a high-powered surveillance system. They need to also put the police on notice. That is police duties. They shouldn't drag the military to the highway. The police should be taken to that area of responsibility, so that our people will be able to travel free without being intimidated, coerced, or abused, because everyone is being scared of hitting the road this time around.
The other question is this question of the security architecture. Sometimes it seems and sounds convoluted to the ordinary man. So how would you describe the security architecture of the country? And is it good enough to be able to handle the situation we have at hand?
Well, the truth is that our security architecture is on the good side. Our security agencies, they are trying their best. The problem we're having is not funds, because if it's funds, Nigeria will be a better place. The federal government are pumping billions of naira into these systems. Maybe there are some conflict entrepreneurs that are somewhere benefiting from this menace, because conflict entrepreneurs, they live on conflict, they survive on conflict. They don't want this conflict to die. Even if the military, the police, or the security agencies are putting in their best, if we have 1 or 2 saboteurs or sabotage going on, there's still going to be problem. There's still going to be problem. And I believe there are saboteurs in this country who are for sabotaging the national security architecture. Nigeria is our fatherland, is our home. Things can't continue to go like this. What I would advise the federal government is that they need to be more proactive. And some people also have to be careful about racial sabotage. If any incident transpires, there should be a clear verification, a clear assessment of that incident. Let's take, for example, the killing of Funke, for example. Somebody called me from the States last night and had told me that he heard that some herdsmen have killed 1 or 2 persons in Nigeria. I said, I don't know, because I'm not there. I don't have a plain view doctrine to that incident. We should be able to find out what went wrong, who are the people involved. For me, I'm from Edo State, for example. I speak Hausa very fluently. If I want to carry out criminal act, Jeffrey, I could carry out what we call deception. I could come on the field and start speaking Hausa language or whatever the case may be, just to be deceptive. So we have to be very careful to analyze properly the people that are involved in this criminal act.
Sorry, Mr. Osage, without trying to intercept, since you talked about where you come from, so let's come to the community level.
Okay.
What role does the community play in terms of intelligence gathering? Because everybody in Nigeria is from a village, and these things happen in different communities. So what role does the community have to play, and how can the security agencies collaborate with these communities in terms of intelligence gathering? Because that seems to be the only way right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Jeffrey, you see, the system in which our security system now, let me take the police, for example. We are operating a centralized policing system. If the centralized policing system should be decentralized, we'll have a state policing or community policing. The essence of community policing is to have one-on-one relationship with the community. You know the policeman know you. Like in Lagos State, we're enjoying one vital community policing we're not aware about. That is the Lagos Numbering Watch. These guys move in bicycle and everything. But for the community to come on board, they need to have that trust from the security agencies, because everybody is afraid. Nobody wants to give out information, because you can call the police or call any agency and pass information about a crime in progress. And at the end of the day, you might be maimed because you'll be tracked. Such incident transpired in Zamfara as well. So the community role is to also lock up their environment, see something, say something. They must be proactive enough, engage the police 24/7, consistently hold meetings within the neighborhood. When you see somebody that is strange, a visitor or someone who you've not seen before, you need to inform the police, tactically inform the police. Let them come and ask questions. Where is this person from?
So for you, the proposition is that the conversation about community policing must be at the front burner.
Yes, I advise it should be at the front burner, and if that must be at the front burner as well, there should be laws and rules and regulations binding that, so that our leaders will not abuse that. Because if we have to go into community policing or state policing, the state governors or the state government would be in charge. Because as it is now, the policing system, Section 215 of the 1999 Constitution, has already given the police commissioner of police to take orders from Abuja if peradventure the state governor give them on any order security-wise that might not be suitable for their operations. So if we are going into community policing, it's a welcome development because it's going to give a close relationship between the police and the community, and they will be able to manage this crime, curtail crime in progress as well. So what they need to do as well is that they should activate that state policing or community policing. Is going to really be of a help.
All right, Mr. Dixon Osage, security consultant, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Jeffrey, I'm always glad to be here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I've been speaking with Mr. Dixon Osage, a security consultant, that has been talking about how best the country can curb the security situation.